Hello and welcome. Okay, another video, and as you can see, I'm not using my hands, so that means I found the tripod. So we actually had one thing going great for us. The other thing is, the last time I showed this room, it was completely piled full of stuff everywhere. And now this is all of the empty things that I can use to pack with. This rug is going to be going into the cargo trailer tomorrow. So now the only bit of stuff that I have left to pack is what's right here. And it looks like it's a ton, but it's really not. It should just go into a couple of boxes. So I feel a lot better about it. And then that will have this room completely emptied. So yeah, I'm feeling better. The last time I showed you, this one had the short velvet curtains in it. I have replaced these with the long black and white curtains. So now, as you can see, this one is completely empty. It's magic. He's always wanting to be in the videos. I'm just kidding. And then these are the double closets in here. They still need to be painted, but they're to the point of that. This is that half bath, so I'm still sitting here uncertain as to what I'm gonna do about the shelves, if I'm gonna leave them, if I'm going to take them down, just not real certain on that part yet. Just kind of letting that kind of just be there for now till I make that ultimate decision. So we'll see. The main bathroom right here, we still have a pretty good amount of work to do on it, but it's not a ton. So it's just going to be basically cleaning it up. And then this doorway, pretty much everything else in here is good to go. Just need to take down art and do the laundry that's in there. So this is the Twin XL day bed that I was telling you about in the last video. I just kind of have it put up for right now. So this is going to stay here for now. There's an ottoman, a fan, and there's two of these lamps, this table, and this chair. That's Mink sitting in the chair right there, if you can see her. She's sitting on the blanket. That is going to stay here as long as I'm still here at this house. So I am going to stay here and just kind of go back and forth between the two houses for a while until the house sells. So I do have a job here, so I'm going to keep working here at this job until the house does sell. And so I've decided that I'm going to keep this stuff here with me, and I'm also going to keep the big television and stuff here. This is everything that was in that room earlier that had me very overwhelmed feeling. I have it all boxed up, bagged up, ready to go for the most part. This is all going to go into a cargo trailer in the morning, as well as the treadmill and the bar chairs. That's pretty much what's going to go. I feel like I'm in a lot better state of mind right now than I was earlier. I'm feeling a lot better about it. In the kitchen, I did end up getting all of the cabinets cleaned out. I kept one single cabinet that has like coffee cups, my Tervis cups, a few bowls, a few plates. I have one drawer with a little bit of silverware and cooking utensils in it. And I have one cabinet that has like food, medicine, things like that. And then I have one area that's got a few pots and pans and my air fryer. Of course, my coffee pot is definitely staying coffee and all of the things that I need for that. And then the refrigerator with food. The appliances are going to stay in this house when we do let it go. And so we have Slate appliances that all go together. And so we are going to leave them here. So I do have like washing detergent, things like that, that I can continue to do my laundry while I am here. That's pretty much it. Now I do have the dogs and cats here with me. This home does have a fenced-in backyard and a door for them to go in and out as they please. And so I feel better about having all of them here with me. But until I'm done in this house, I feel like I would rather have them here with me all the time rather than taking them to the new house and me not being there. I feel more comfortable with them around. Plus, I have more time that I can spend with them. So, you know, with it being such a good distance, I feel like they just need to be here. And then they can travel in my vehicle whenever I go back and forth. I plan to try to get this house listed around the 15th. So that's just in a couple of days. I want to get that trailer full of stuff out of here first and then see how I feel about it, because once all that stuff is moved out and I know I'm not going to have anything that can beat or bang up against any of the doorways, that's when I'm going to paint them. I have decided not to do that until after that trailer load is gone to where I know the biggest part of the furniture is out of here and stuff is out of here, to where if anything hits up against it, it will then be smaller, softer type items other than the main exterior door in the front for that day bed and those small things that are still here. So that's where I am on that. I felt very overwhelmed when I made the other video because it just seemed like there was just so much still here. But as you can see now, there's nothing in here, just paint that needs to be touched up. And then in here, I feel so much better just because everything that was here, it literally was all the way down through this flooring, all the way to the door. And so it is now all in the living room. And it's really hard to like get the true aspect of what I was seeing, but maybe if I walk over here and show you. But everything from here to here was the bags and boxes, but everything from here all the way over to this wall over here was the stuff that needed to go. And it just kind of went all through here. And it doesn't seem like much now, but you couldn't really see that it was completely filled up. Like even on top of this carpet was completely filled up with stuff that needed to be packed. And yeah, and also this room has double closets in it. And so this whole closet was full of stuff that needed to go, and it is also in there. This closet has some hanging clothes in it that are also going to go. When the trailer gets here tomorrow to pick up the stuff, the only things left in this closet will be the stuff that I need to be able to work and to be able, like just my clothes to be able to work on the house. And then this one will be completely empty. So that will put every closet in this house completely empty. There will be nothing left except for the clothes that I need for work and the clothes I need to be able to work on the house. I definitely am feeling a lot better about it. This is just kind of the way I guess it is whenever you're doing things like this. It's been so long since I have tried to remodel a house or even move in and out of a house. It's been 7 years since the last move that we moved into this one. It has just been a long time, and you know, so much has happened since we moved last. So it just doesn't seem like it was this difficult to move last time, I guess. It's not an easy task. I wish I was one of those that was like, just pack enough clothes for a week and the things you need for a week and like just go to the new place and then have people come in and pack your stuff up and just bring it to you. But also I'm just not quite that, I guess, trusting of a person, that I don't really want people to just have their hands all over everything I have. Mainly, I guess, because I am a collector, and that kind of stuff just really makes me very nervous as to whether or not I'm gonna get everything in the same condition that it was when it was here. I don't know. Is it just me? Anybody else out there like that? Would you rather be the one to do all of your packing, or would you just rather be the one to have someone do it all for you? Maybe if I did it once, I'd probably be okay with it, but I just don't know. Like that kind of stuff is just hard for me to make those decisions. If I pack it, like especially with all of the collectible type things that I have, and something gets broken, I guess it's just, you know, I know that's my fault. If someone else were packing it for me, I would be going, okay, is everything here? Is anything broken? If it is broken, I would then be mad at them, not mad at myself, you know, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, so we definitely have a lot of painting to do. We have a lot of touch-up painting to do still. When I hung up like my artwork and stuff, I put marks on these walls to make sure like I knew exactly where each center point was and like where I wanted each one of my pieces to start and to hang. And that's kind of the way that I do whenever I do like the gallery type wall, is I can just kind of see it and kind of like place it around, and then I go through and hang it up. And a lot of times when I'm doing that, if the pieces are really lightweight, I will use some of the 3M Velcro strips to hang it up with. But I also will use like these little clear thumbtacks to hang some of it up with as well. I prefer to use thumbtacks over screws or nails just because the holes end up being not as visible as, like here is a thumbtack hole, versus like if you have like the giant nail hole or screw hole into the wall. So I do use these whenever I can. However, I also use some of these to hang up some of the new artwork that we got for the new house. I had it here for a little while in the hall, and it wasn't very heavy, but I had 3 of these to break. So in the new place, I'm not using these. I am going to have to use like some of the screws into the new place. So it's kind of a bummer. I don't really like to do that. I don't like to put screws or nails into the walls if I don't have to. But yeah, I'm kind of a little bit worried that if I do that again, that I'm going to end up destroying those pieces. Luckily, they weren't hanging up very high and they didn't break, but they very easily could have. And also, they did not have glass in the front of those. It was more of like the artwork, like the painted canvas type things with a frame around them. I think that's the only thing that saved it. If they had had glass, I know they would have broken. I definitely wanted to get back on here and just give you a little heads up as to what was going on. I definitely feel better about it. I'm ready for the cargo trailer to get here to where we can start getting the stuff out the doors. I'm not going to film that part just because we're going to have 3 people working like crazy trying to get all of that out of here. We're going to be limited on time, and I don't really have permission to be filming them, and so I'm not going to do that. When I'm filming, I try very hard not to get other people into my frame if I'm out and about in public. Even when you're in things like the parks, it's real hard not to get people into them. But I try to be very like considerate of what I'm doing. Not everybody wants to be on the internet. You know, they're trying to go out and do the things that they want to do and enjoy their time. Yeah, so I just try very, very hard not to do that. So probably won't do that during the loading process. When that is over, I will bring you back through and show you like the updated areas on what everything looks like. I might possibly still have this little area of stuff. If I do, it will be okay, because when the house sells, we're going to bring a trailer in one last time for the day that I'm done here and pack up everything into it. So that would be the day bed, the table, the lamps, anything that I keep here will go onto that last trailer. This stuff can definitely go then. The main thing is going to be, once everything's out of this closet over here, I can put all of this stuff in boxes and put it there if I need to, and anything else that's still here, just to kind of get it out of the way for while we're painting, because I definitely don't want, paint on any of it. That's going to be it. Just kind of wanted to catch you up and let you know I'm in a much better place than I was before, and I'm feeling a lot better about it. So yeah, I may go ahead and try to just get a little bit of this stuff packed up, just to where I mainly won't have like some of the pieces that have glass. Those prints may go ahead and be packed. And I have some like 12 by 12 frames that had mouse ears in them that were hanging on a wall. I may go ahead and pack that kind of stuff up and try to get it into the cargo trailer. And then the rest of it, it's okay if it hangs here with me. If you have ever been through this, I know a lot of you have had to pack up and move before, but what was the easiest thing to be able to do whenever you had to like refresh a house or remove paint or anything like that? Do you have a specific way that you remove the paint? Was there anything that you wish you had known before you had to go through it all? Is there any kind of like packing tips that you can give me? I would love to know them. And with that being said, have a wonderful day. And remember, we love you.